Yo guys, welcome back to Stock Talk Insider. Today I will be talking about, as you can see on the title, AMD. AMD is a stock I will be talking about. For me it's in euros of course, but at today's time we are trading at almost around $153 for the stock. It did have a nice pullback in the last couple of months. But that's something we'll get straight into in a minute. But first, I just want to give you guys some narrators and a little bit about where the company stands, what I expect from the company, and what the company is probably going to be doing in the next coming months and years. So, a little bit about the company first. So we have some financial overviews, the market position, and AI strategies, of course, and yeah, just a little bit about its openings information that I want to give you to you guys, and further, yeah, just some analyst perspective on the markets. So yeah, going straight into it. Before we do that, also thanks for all the support in the last videos. It really appreciates that the time I put into the videos is valuable for some people. So in the ever-evolving world of semiconductors, one company continues to make waves: advanced micro devices, or other called AMD. From powering personal computers to driving artificial intelligence advancements, AMD is at the forefront of technology innovation. But how is the company performing in 2025? Well, let's delve right into AMD's latest financials, market position, and a little bit about its future prospects, because that's always very important and interesting. In the second quarter of 2025, which was the most recent, AMD reported a record revenue of 7.7 billion, marking 32% increase year over year. Despite the impressive top-line growth, the company faced challenges on the bottom line. GAAP gross margin declined to 40%, primarily due to an $800 million inventory write-down linked to US export restrictions of its Instinct MI308 GPUs. Non-GAAP earnings per share stood at 48 cents and reflecting a 37% year-over-year decrease. AMD's strategic focus on artificial intelligence and data center solutions has positioned it as a formidable competitor in the AI chip market. The company's EPYC servers, CPUs, and Instinct GPUs are gaining traction among hyperscalers and enterprises clients. However, the landscape is competitive. Nvidia currently holds a dominant around 90% market share in AI chips, but companies like Broadcom are emerging significant as challengers. Broadcom's recent $10 billion order from OpenAI underscores the shifting dynamics in the AI hardware sector. But again, this sector will be so huge that there will be more than 3 competitors. So Broadcom taking $10 billion as a deal from OpenAI is literally one of the smallest deals to be ever made if you look at the future for and around AI. So analyst sentiment towards AMD is mixed. Seaport Research Partners recently downgraded the stock from buy to neutral, citing slower than expected adoption of its AI accelerators. The firm expressed concerns that many of AMD's AI engagements are still in the evaluation phase, potentially delaying significant revenue contributions. Controversy. Other analysts maintain a moderate buy rating with an average price target of around $180–181, highlighting AMD's strong partnerships and product pipeline. But as you see, 181 as an average price is still undervalued by almost $30. So that's literally $30 upside for the price target that has been lowered. But still, there is no slowdown in its AI growth accelerator. It's literally just beginning, and especially for AMD, if we look at the whole market of AI. Looking ahead, AMD's projects third quarter 2025 revenue between 8.4 billion and 9 billion, if not even above 9 billion or 10 billion. Surpassing analyst expectations, The company's growth is expected to be driven by continued demand for its AI chips, particularly the upcoming MI350 accelerators. However, the outlook remains contingent on regulatory approvals and successful ramp-up new products. AMD's journey in 2025 reflects both its resilience and the challenges of a competitive market as the company navigates the complexities of AI hardware. Its ability to innovate and adapt will be crucial in determining its future trajectory. And also, stay tuned. We continue to monitor AMD's progress and going straight into a little bit of its technicals. We are trading at almost $154, so we are already up $1 since beginning of the video. For today, we did bounce at the level of around 150. We did go a little bit below that for a point, like almost 149. I did expect it maybe, if it broke this, I did expect to maybe go to like the levels of 140, 141. It can still happen, but I don't believe it will happen. But again, literally again, it can happen that it goes to the 140 or even in the 130 levels, but I believe that you probably need a little more of a black swan event to have that kind of drop. Of course, with the right bad sentiment, it can go easily to those lows. But again, if you just look at the strength that AMD has given, it also had a little bit of consolidation right here, then bounced back to the trend line of like 159. It broke a little bit through that day, then it went back up, closed here. But going straight to the end of this consolidation, we did drop. And this was around the news from Broadcom, I think. But it did consume it a little bit, and we are consolidating again. But we just don't want it to be like this again. So we also went down here, consolidated, went back up like we did here. So went down, 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 consolidate, and up. So it can go up to like these points in between the 159, 150, so around 155, 156, and maybe then consolidate a little bit here, go even higher, and then go back down. So that's probably something that can happen, but for now, I believe that we're just going back to the 160s, in my opinion, because there's not really any event that should say otherwise. Also, if earnings come out, that is around... Next earnings will be November 4th, so that's still a little time before that. So I will expand this a little bit until here. So this is, by the way, maybe a couple days less or more of what time it needed last time to have its peak of all-time highs. I do believe that this is still possible to get. But if we don't get it, well, then beginning of 2026 is very possible to have $220 on AMD. So having said all of that, I want to thank you guys for watching. This is one of the stocks I look at the most and I believe in the most. If you want more updates about stock, let me know. And of course, comment something because maybe you know something I don't know. And then I can use it also in the videos. I'm just making the videos because I really like to do it. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.